When you look up at the night sky, you see stars, maybe a planet or two, the moon, and beyond all of that, darkness. But that darkness is not empty. It is full of things we are only beginning to understand. Outer space is everything beyond our Earth. It is the stars, the planets, the moons, the galaxies, and the huge empty spaces in between. It is massive, it is mysterious, and it is the final frontier. In this video, we are going to learn about outer space, what is in it, how big it really is, and why humans keep looking up. Let's begin. Space is big, really big, so big that our brains cannot truly understand it. Let us start close to home. The moon is about 384,000 kilometers away from Earth. That is about 239,000 miles. A car driving at 100 kilometers per hour would take over 160 days to reach the moon. The sun is much farther. It is about 150 million kilometers away. That is 93 million miles. Light from the sun takes about 8 minutes to reach us. That means when you look at the sun, you are seeing it as it was 8 minutes ago. But even the sun is just the start. Our solar system is tiny compared to the rest of space. The nearest star to our sun is Proxima Centauri. It is about 4.24 light-years away. That is 40 trillion kilometers. And our galaxy, the Milky Way, contains at least 100 billion stars. That number is so big we cannot picture it. And beyond our galaxy, there are at least 200 billion other galaxies in the observable universe. Space is so big that scientists measure distances in light-years. 1 light-year is the distance light travels in 1 year, about 9.46 trillion kilometers. The observable universe is about 93 billion light-years across. That is almost impossible to imagine. Space is not completely empty. It is filled with many things. Let us start with the most obvious, the stars. Stars are giant balls of hot gas. They produce light and heat through a process called nuclear fusion. Our sun is a star. It is the closest star to us. Then there are planets. Planets are large, round objects that orbit stars. There are 8 planets in our solar system: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Some planets are rocky like Earth. Others are gas giants like Jupiter. Moons are smaller objects that orbit planets. Earth has 1 moon. Some planets have dozens. Jupiter has 95 known moons. There are also asteroids. These are rocky objects that orbit the sun. Most are found in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. Some are the size of a car. Others are hundreds of kilometers wide. Comets are similar to asteroids, but they are made of ice and dust. When they get close to the sun, the ice turns into gas. This creates a glowing tail that we can see from Earth. There is also dust, tiny particles floating in space, and gas, mostly hydrogen and helium. And there are black holes. Black holes are places in space where gravity is so strong that nothing can escape, not even light. They form when massive stars die and collapse in on themselves. But mostly space is empty. The distance between stars is huge. The distance between galaxies is even huger. Most of space is nothing, just darkness and cold. Space is cold, very cold, in the empty parts of space far from any star. The temperature is about minus 270 degrees Celsius. That is minus 454 degrees Fahrenheit. That is just 3 degrees above absolute zero, the coldest possible temperature in the universe. This is because there is almost nothing in space to hold heat. Heat needs matter to move through. If there is no matter, there is no heat. And space is also very quiet. Sound needs air or water or something to travel through. In space, there is no air, so there is no sound. If a star exploded next to you, you would hear nothing. Space is dark, cold, silent, and mostly empty. It is a harsh and unforgiving place. Humans have always looked up at the stars, but only in the last 70 years have we actually been able to go there. The space age began in 1957. That was when the Soviet Union launched Sputnik 1. It was the first human-made object to orbit Earth. In 1961, Yuri Gagarin became the first human to go into space. In 1969, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin walked on the moon. That was the first time humans set foot on another world. Since then, we have sent many missions into space. We have sent robots to Mars. We have sent probes to the outer planets. We have even sent spacecraft beyond our solar system. One of the most famous spacecraft is Voyager 1. It was launched in 1977. Today, it is over 24 billion kilometers from Earth. It is the farthest human-made object from us. It is now in interstellar space, the space between the stars. We also have telescopes. The Hubble Space Telescope has given us amazing images of distant galaxies and nebulas. The James Webb Space Telescope is even more powerful. It can see farther into space than ever before. These telescopes are like time machines. Because light takes time to travel, when we look at distant stars, we are seeing them as they were millions or billions of years ago. Why do we spend so much time and money exploring space? There are many reasons. First, we are curious. Humans want to know what is out there. It is part of who we are. We ask questions. We seek answers. Second, space exploration helps us understand our own planet. When we study other planets, we learn more about Earth. We learn about climate, geology, and the history of our own world. Third, there are practical reasons. Satellites help us communicate. They help us with GPS, weather forecasting, and even farming. Many things in our daily lives depend on space technology. Fourth, we want to know if we are alone. Is there life on other planets? Are there other intelligent beings out there? These are some of the biggest questions in science. And finally, humans are explorers. We have always moved to new places. We crossed oceans. We climbed mountains. Now we are reaching for the stars. The future of space exploration is exciting. In the next few years, humans will return to the moon. NASA's Artemis program plans to land astronauts on the moon again. This time, they will stay longer. They will build bases. We are also planning to go to Mars. NASA, SpaceX, and other organizations are working on sending humans to the red planet. That could happen in the 2030s or 2040s. We are also looking for life beyond Earth. Robots are exploring Mars for signs of ancient life. Scientists are studying the moons of Jupiter and Saturn. Some of these moons have oceans under their icy surfaces. There might be life in those oceans. There are also new telescopes being built. These telescopes can study the atmospheres of planets around other stars. We might find a planet that looks like Earth. Some people even dream of space colonies. They imagine humans living on the moon or Mars, or on giant space stations orbiting Earth. The future is uncertain, but one thing is clear: humans will keep exploring. Space is big, it is cold, it is dark, and it is mostly empty. But it is also beautiful and full of wonders. Stars are born and die. Galaxies spin in slow motion. Planets orbit in the darkness. We are tiny in the universe. Our planet is a small blue dot in the vastness of space. Everything we have ever known, every person, every animal, every mountain and ocean is on this tiny speck of dust. But even though we are small, we are curious. We are explorers. We look up at the stars and ask questions. And every question we answer leads to more questions. Outer space is the ultimate frontier. It is the next step in our long journey of exploration, and we are only at the beginning. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this introduction to outer space, hit that like button and subscribe for more videos.